Hi guys, my name is Joelle Slibos and we're gonna do some yoga today. I don't know if you've done yoga before, but it's really good for your body. You get stronger, you get more flexible, but it's also very good for your mind. You really learn to concentrate, to focus, and those are things that are very important, specifically also with being a teenager. If you manage to also maybe feel yourself, it can also even help you with emotional challenges here on the mat. And then you can also understand yourself a little bit better. Because as a teenager, it's all about figuring out who you are, what you like, who your friends are, saying no to people, saying no to things, saying yes to other things. So your yoga practice can really help you figure out who you are in this world. Strange, right? I would suggest to just give it a try. And if you practice regularly, like I've done, it can really help you. How does that sound? Cool. So today, it's about finding strength. How do we find strength? Well, by doing something, maybe a push-up or a lunge or yoga poses. And the more we do them, the stronger we get. But we can also just invite it. So when it gets a bit challenging, we're like, okay, can we try? Can we try to find strength? And that can help you maybe when you come to an exam and you're like, oh, I'm scared. You're like, no, I can find strength. So this is how the yoga practice is not just now, it can also help you with other things when we're not on the mat. Cool. Let's start with a seat. So you can choose. There's lots of choices in yoga, and that's the cool thing about it. It's not about being the best. It's not about being better than someone else. It's just doing the best that you can today. So I will suggest things, but you can rest when you want to rest. And your first choice is here. You want to sit here cross-legged because we're going to sit still for a moment, or is it more comfortable for you to sit on your knees? Somewhere where you can just find an upright posture and sit still for a couple of moments. The main center, or something that we loop back to all the time in yoga, is our breath. So let's first just listen to our breath. Sit still, close your eyes, and listen to your breath. Can you hear or can you notice when you're inhaling and when you're exhaling? That's all. You're like, oh yeah, now this is an inhale. Oh yeah, now this is an exhale. That's all that is required here at the moment, just to be still and notice your breath. It might be the first time you've ever sat still like this. So if you feel like, I don't like this, that's okay. Often when we try something new, it can be a little sticky almost, like, I've never done this before, it feels a bit strange. That's okay. Just try to stay with your breath. And can you imagine something strong? What image? Maybe it's a person that just represents strength for you. Or maybe it's something in nature, a strong, tall tree. Or a tall building. Metal is strong. I find bamboo an interesting image because it's strong, but it's also bendy. That is a beautiful combination. To find that strength, yet also a sense of, yeah, it's kind of easy. When it's windy, that bamboo just kind of goes with whatever the wind brings. So can we find that sense of strength like bamboo? Upright, tall, strong, but also flexible, bendy, and fluid. Open your eyes. And this practice is going to be around 20 minutes. Well, we've already done our meditation, so a little shorter. And it's what I would call a vinyasa practice. So it's a lot of standing, and we work a lot with the breath. And one of the basics for our vinyasa practice is a sun salutation. So we salute the sun, and by doing the movements that we're doing, we're building inner strength, we're warming up the body. So let's try that 3 times. Now again, as I said, in yoga there's different options or variations. And if you do the first one and you're like, I like it, just do that one 3 times. If you want to try all 3 and maybe challenge your strength, give it a go. So we start at the top of our mat and we bring our toes together. Now this is called mountain pose. So really feel strong and tall like a mountain. Even on your inside, there's a long belly, there's an open and broad chest, there's a focus. It's like, I'm ready. But there is a sense of calmness that comes with your breath. So breathe into your nose. Breathe out through your nose. We call this Ujjayi breath. In through the nose. Out through your nose. One more time while we stand here still. Now we do the same with the breath, but we move the body with the breath. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, you bend your knees and you fold your upper body down and your head relaxes. Inhale, halfway lift, so you create a number 7 of the body and you bring your chest in the same level as the floor, up and straight. Hands come down and now step your feet to the back of the mat. We call this plank pose. Yes, there's strength required here. The strength in your arms, the strength in your legs, the strength in your belly, the strength of your back and the front body. Now your first option, you can bring your knees down. It's a little easier. Can you feel the difference? Still strong, just a little less challenging. And then you bring your chest all the way down to the floor. Now you point your toes. Point your toes, that's it. Lift your chest, we call this a baby cobra. A little cobra. And then you come down to the floor. Now you press your chest up, you tuck your toes, pretend you have a tail, and then lift that tail up for downward facing dog. Now here in downward dog, we stay for 3 breaths, so you can even close your eyes. And come back to that breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, well done. Out through the nose. We salute the sun. Lift your heels and now look to your thumbs. And we can walk our feet all the way, take your time, to the top of the mat. Now you can choose so many choices, hey? That's cool. Feet are either hip width apart, so there's a bit of space between the feet. Or if you want to try, you can bring the toes together. They're both okay. One might just feel more fun than the other. Inhale, number 7, halfway lift. Find that long spine, long upper body, even a long belly. And then fold back down towards the floor. Relax your head. Now we rise back up to that mountain. So strong feet, press into the floor. The arms reach up to the sky. Hands draw to heart center. That is one full sun salutation A. We do that 2 more times with slight different options for you to choose. What makes you feel strong, yet kind of comfortable? You know, it's all new, so that is already a bit challenging, but you're doing great. So breathe in, arms reach up. Exhale, body falls forward, head relaxes. Inhale, we call this half lift because you lift your chest halfway and create a number 7 with the body. Plank pose, you bring your hands down and your feet back into that plank pose. We'll do the knees to the floor again, just slightly different. Knees to the floor, hover your chest above the floor, and then your chin hovers above the floor as well. Can you feel the shaking in your arms? Your tummy is still off the floor. Are you breathing? Cobra pose. Point the toes. Yes. Cobra lifts a little higher than baby cobra. Look up to the sky and then come back down. Press up until your knees tuck your toes. The tail of the dog reaches up to the sky. 3 rounds of breath. Very well done. I am strong. Even when things are new and scary, I will try, I will be brave. I have a strong body, a strong mind. I'm just getting to know myself better and better every day. Feet come back to the top of the mat. You can even jump if you want to. Number 7, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Fold and soften. Strong to rise up to your mountain pose. Arms reach above your head. Hands back to heart center. Well done. How did you feel? Did you prefer the first option or the second? That is up to you, so you can choose. Last option. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your head, neck and shoulders. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Plank pose. Now, you've got that option to drop the knees, or you can keep your knees off the floor, which is a little bit more difficult. You can feel your arms are working, your legs are working. And then we shift a little forward and we hover our entire body above the floor. Woo, yes. Now point your toes. Legs stay off the floor. See, the whole body is off the floor. This is an upward facing dog. Hands press into the floor. Broaden your chest. And now you first lift your tail. Lift the tail, lift the tail, lift the tail. And then, oh, yes, the flexibility of the feet. In down dog, we find our breath. We find our inner strength. We find our calm. Inhale, look forward and bend your knees. Now you can take a little hop. So 1, 2, there you go. Jump to the top of the mat. Well done. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Fold forward, soften head, neck and shoulders. We finish it by rising up back to your high mountain pose. And mountain with hands in front of the heart. Take a moment again to find stillness and close your eyes. And really listen to your breath. That inner balloon, as if you've got a balloon inside your chest and your belly. One big balloon filling up when you breathe in. Emptying when you breathe out. Fantastic. Let's inhale. High mountain, you know this pose now. And when we fold and dive all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Nice. Right hand comes to the floor and the left arm comes up. Now what often happens when the upper body starts to open, the knee comes out to the side. So that's fine, the body trying to help you, but keep the knee pointing straight forward. You can also press into the big toe and then the upper body twists open. Okay, let's find your strength. Can you step your front foot on top of your back foot? So first flip your right foot to the side and then step, 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 step. All the way, reach up. Now you're starting to tremble probably. And if it's too much, don't worry. Think of that bamboo. If it doesn't feel like you're respecting that sense of effort, but also that sense of comfort, just take the option and bring the knee to the floor. Whether the knee is on the floor or whether you are what we call in full side plank, can we all bring our left arm up and over and lift the hips a little more? Yes, lift the hips as if there's a little candle on your mat and you don't want to burn the side of your body. You don't want to burn the clothes. Good work. Ooh, for 3. Keep smiling, keep breathing. 2. And plank pose, downward facing dog. Well done. A deep breath in. a releasing sigh. So you open your mouth and you go, ah. One more like that. Let's go back to the top of the mat. So you might want to do a jump or you can walk. Are you ready? 1, 2, breathe in. Up. And fold forward, exhale. Rise up, stand up. Hands to heart center. So strong, so focused. Arms reach up to the sky. Fold forward. Number 7, lift the chest. This time it's your left foot. Long, 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 long step. So your front knee here is above your ankle. Your left hand presses into the floor. And remember, as soon as the upper body starts to turn, that knee wants to open up. So keep it where it is. You can even look at it. Yes. Hold and breathe. Can you feel the strength in your left arm? Even a little bend in that elbow. You want to use the strength of your joints. Are you ready for your side plank? Your front foot, the right foot, steps on top of the left foot. And your option can be to drop the knee. Exactly. Do what works for you. Now hold, shake, breathe. Right arm over, lift your hips. Maybe you look down to the floor if that's easier for 3. Shaky, shaky, shaky. You're getting stronger. From the outside and the inside, your mind, your body, everything a little bit stronger. Hands down, plank pose, and then we come to what we call embryo pose. So it is like child's pose, but your knees are together. So bring your knees together. Bring your hips to your heels, and then your hands can actually come next to your feet. It's a nice relaxation for the shoulders because they've worked hard. And then we find some stillness with your breath. It is always there for you. And say something nice to yourself. I am strong, I did well. Deep breath in. Releasing breath out of the mouth. We call that a sigh. That feels nice, eh? One more time. Gently roll your chest up. And then bring your hips next to your heels. And bring your feet in front of you. Walk, 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 walk. You even can pretend you're walking your sit bones a little bit backwards. Your body might move a little. Breathe in and up. And then come over your legs. You don't have to round forward. If it feels nice to keep your chest broad, I often pretend I have like wings. Big wings. Angel wings, eagle wings, whatever you prefer. And then for a moment, if that feels good to you, just close your eyes so you can really focus again on the breath. Fantastic. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Roll up, 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 up to a straight seat. And then see if you can press your hands down. So it's like a 90 degree. Sitting up straight, feeling that inner strength. Breathing, growing tall. You're tall, you're broad, you're strong. And then we relax. You can come all the way. You might want to scoop your hips a little so your head is on the mat. It's nicest. And then shake your legs. Shake, 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 shake. Time to soften and to completely relax. I will let you know when it's time to move again. You can just lie here. It's part of the practice to just be still. Notice how you feel, how your body feels. Maybe your mood has changed slightly. Sometimes when I start yoga, I'm like, and then after I'm like, oh yay, I feel so much better. I hope it's the same for you. You can start to bring the feet to the floor and just sway your knees from side to side. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic, you did so well. You did really well. So that were mostly sun salutations. You can do them anytime, in the evening, in the morning, in the middle of studying. Just want to do something else and connect back to the body and find strength. Just change your energy when you're getting a little tired of studying. You just do that 2 or 3 times, and then you can go back to seated. So we will also find a seat here. And one thing that I really like about the yoga practice is how it invites kindness. Kindness to everybody, even when they are maybe not kind to you. Kind to my neighbor, kind to myself, kind to the animals, to nature. It's just nice when we're kind to each other. So use that inner strength to be like bamboo, strong but soft and flexible. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed your practice, and I hope you'll return to your mat again very soon. Cut.